only on Game Show Network.
This is the battlefield for our game of speed and strategy. These are the letters that lead to victory on Blockbusters. And here's the star of our show, Bill Collins.
You're all right. Thank you, folks. Hi there, gang. Okay. Hello there. Thank you much. Nice bunch. Very nice people. This is Blockbusters, and we're happy you can come by and visit us. Have a cup of coffee and a piece of cake. Bob, pass out the coffee and cake, please. Okay, that's Bob Hilton for you, caterer extraordinaire. You know how this show works. We have a family pair playing against a solo player. We interrupted a game when time was called last time. Let me set the record straight here. We have our champions, an uncle and his nephew. The uncle is Lanny Leibowitz. The nephew is Matt Piken. Together, they have won $20,800. That's pretty good. Well, Matt, how are things?
Things are just fine. Time has passed very quickly since since we've last been here.
Yes, I mean, it seems like only an hour or so ago that it was yesterday and we were here. Anything happened to you since last show? Anything you want to tell us about? Any hot dates or anything like that?
Well, a couple of my friends have some hot dates. They brought them here today. I saw them up there. There's Phil, Bill, Steve, Karen, and Tiffany wildly cheering for me.
Are they all up there?
They're all up there.
You brought your own cheering section. Welcome. We're happy to have you. Boy, how do you like them there apples up there? Hell, you. Lanny, did you bring anyone along?
Oh, the whole gang's here.
Huh?
Everybody's here.
You got everyone cheering.
Yeah, my mom and dad just came in from New York. They're up there, and
that's really sensational.
Mother-in-law, father-in-law, everyone.
Both of them here. I want to tell everybody, we talked about your horse racing experience, but you know, your steady work and the job that you do regularly is a pretty important one in this here country. You're a postman in the North Hollywood Post Office branch, right?
Correct.
Happy to have you with us,
Thanks
Lanny.
a lot.
Okay. Got a letter here for you. It was delivered, about a year and a half ago, I think.
Any minute, though.
We don't have a dead letter office, but we have an awfully sick one. No, it's been misplaced. Right now is the challenger who won game one and picked up $500. Ladies and gentlemen, if it isn't Ed Dennis, I don't know who it is. Hi, Ed. I don't know if you have anyone rooting for you who was here, but you do have them rooting back home.
Oh, yeah, I've got them by the gobs back home.
And you're north of us in California. Where are you from?
Yes, a little town called Lindsay, California.
And you grain farm up there.
Right.
What grain?
Wheat right now, and barley, I hope, or corn later.
Okay, now, Ed, you had won game one and picked up $500. It takes 2 games to win the match, so you need one more. And we were in the middle of game 2. Let's take a look at our board over there. Red represents our solo player, Ed, trying to make top-to-bottom connection, and that's the way it stood when time was called. White, our family pair, trying to connect side to side. Now, Ed, you were correct last time, so you get a chance to select. You take a good look at the board and then tell me where you want to go.
J, Bill.
Letter J. That will connect up the top, but there'll still be a little bit of a gap there. Matt and Lanny, of course, you want to try and take it away from him and get the pick. Answer begins with J. Everybody ready on the buttons. Here comes a question. Ready, Ed? Matt? Lanny? Okay. What J is called the city of 3 Sabbaths? That's it.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is the right answer. Okay, Ed. To explain that, Friday is the Muslim Sabbath, Saturday the Jewish, and Sunday the Christian. And I don't imagine there are any more than that. Or maybe there are, but none I've heard of. Well, I'm sure I offended someone with that, but I didn't mean to, but that's life. Anything I don't mean to is life. Ed, take a good look at the board. Where are you going?
K, Bill.
Look what happens. Do Ed come up with the right answer on K? That's game, another $500, and match. And that means he becomes new champion. So Matt and Lanny, your work's cut out. Yours too, Ed. Answer starts with K. It's a big one. Please do not help. Here's a question. What K supposedly originated by cavemen licking each other's cheeks for... Matt.
Kissing.
That's a saver, Matt. Absolutely right. Now, the full question, we like to keep you informed. What K, listen to this, supposedly originated by cavemen licking each other's cheeks for salt? At least that's what they told the cave women at the time. You know, cave women will buy anything. I'll tell you, drag them around by the hair and stuff. We'll be back here in just a moment, but first we're going to ask you to take a rest while I explain what I've been talking about. Meantime, we do have a word of some interest for you. Don't go too far away. Okay. Bring you up to date. First game won by Ed, our solo player. Matt and Lenny are trying to win this game and tie the match. Matt, you came up with the right answer. Take a good look at the board and make your selection.
Let's try the C, Bill.
Okay, the letter C. Again, I remind you, the family pair is trying to connect top to bottom. You know that. I just like to say it. Question answer starts with C. What C was called chess for ladies in the Middle Ages? Yes, Ed?
Corset?
Nope. Repeat it now for either the family pair. Raise your hand. What C was called chess for ladies in the Middle Ages? Anybody? Lanny?
Checkers?
Checkers is the right answer, yes. The two big games played in those days were chess and checkers, and the famous well-known game, of course, it did not come along until the early 18th century. Lanny, I'll make the jokes, man. What you say worries me, but not as much as what I say worries. Where are you going, Lanny?
S, please.
All right, look at the family pair. Hey, see what happens? They get it, Ed. That's game for them in tie match. Boy, what a turnaround. Okay, answer begins with S. What S is a disease that attacks wheat, or is what some people call dirty magazines? Yes, Ed?
Scum.
Nope, repeat it for either the family pair. Matt or Lanny, what S is a disease that attacks wheat, or is what some people call dirty magazines? Yes, Matt?
Smut.
Smut is the right answer, and you tied it all up. Good going.
I thought we were sunk, Bill.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, Ed, if you ever are going to be spoken to by those friends of yours back up home at the coffee shop, that's one to miss on.
Besides that, I had to spray for it last week.
You sprayed for smut at your place?
Yes.
I won't say a word.
And he forgot. Isn't that no? Don't do it, Matt. We sprayed for. Never mind. I'm not gonna say a word either. We can all be sports about this. So we have a tie match here. Family pair has won a game and $500, and Ed Dennis, who will never get over it, has won a game and $500. And now we come up with a big tiebreaker. Person who wins this, or team who wins this, will get a shot at the $5,000. Everybody ready? Ready. Okay. Going to begin this one with a letter Q. Oh boy. Q questions are good. Here comes a Q question. Everybody ready? What Q is the airline whose spokes, yes, Matt?
Qantas.
Is Koala. Qantas is the right answer. You got it. Okay. All right, Ed, now don't let that one stop you. You keep pitching in there. Where are you going, Matt?
To the A, Bill.
Letter A, chosen by the family pair. Tie-breaking game. What A is found in sperm whales and is a substance? That's it.
Ambergris.
You got it. That's right. You tied it all up there. And is a substance used in the making of perfumes is the rest of that question. Where to, Ed?
E, Bill.
Oh, boy, look at this. And this is the deciding game for the match. Here comes an E question. What E is where there are only 17 television sets for every 1,000 people, even though it has more TVs than any other African country? Matt?
Ethiopia.
No, repeat it for you, Ed. What E is where there are only 17 television sets for 1,000 people, even though it has more television than any other African country?
Egypt.
Egypt is the right answer. Ed, you have it. Good try, Matt.
One of the two.
Yep. You hear Africa and you do think Ethiopia before Egypt. Ed, where to?
K, Bill.
Look at the solo player trying to make it a straight line. Answer starts with K. Here it comes. What K once said, and I quote here, "History is on our side. We will bury you." Yes, Ed?
Khrushchev.
Khrushchev is the right answer. You got another one. And who beat his shoe on the desk at the United Nations is the rest of the question. Ed?
G, Bill.
Look what happens if Ed gets the G. It's game and match. Family pair wants to interrupt. It's been to this point before. Answer begins with G. It's an important one. Here's the question. What G is where you would find Bogart, Lanny. Time, repeat it for you, Ed. Game and match writing on this. I'll give you the full question. What G is where you would find Bogart, Crawford, Reynolds, and Atlanta?
Georgia.
Yeah, game and match. Congratulations, Ed. Oh, boy. I thought you had left us there for a while, Ed. But Georgia came to you at the very last moment. They are all cities or towns in Georgia. And Ed, in so doing, so saying and answering, you won the game and match. Incidentally, in Atlanta, our program, Blockbusters, is seen on WXIA TV. Congratulations, Ed.
Thank you.
Picked up $1,000. And Lanny and Matt, you two guys played very well. And you came up against a darn, in spite of the fact that he doesn't know what he sprays his wheat for. He's one heck of a player. You guys did very well. You take with you $21,300 in addition to our Blockbusters game, gentlemen, for you and you alone. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Bill.
Sit right there. Sit there. Okay. Matt and Lanny, sit there and be comfortable. Ed, you get ready, because when we get back here, we're going to give you a chance at picking up another $5,000 on the Gold Run board. We got to go out now and earn $5,000. This doesn't do the whole trick, but here's how we get part of it. Well, joking aside, Ed, you play a heck of a game. I mean, you were up there against a marvelous family pair, as I said. They are good, and you were good. Now, let's see, you have $1,000, and as long as you keep winning, you keep coming back, you can go up to, it is possible to win $120,000. I say that just by way of, you know, I like to mention that every once in a while. You ready to pick up the, or try to pick up the additional $5?
I'm going to give it a try, Bill.
Going to push my button. Come on over. Going to give you a chance at another $5,000 on Gold Run. Good luck, Ed. All right. There you go. The last several sessions, week or so, we have had particularly good players up here, and Ed, you're the last to this moment of a long line of them. Because this is your first time up, I'll give you a chance to get acquainted with the area, and there's the board over there, seen from a new angle as far as you're concerned. You start at the left, call out the initials, I read the questions, you make a path to the right, and the minute you make the connection side to side, gold to gold, $5,000 is yours. You have 60 seconds in which to do that. If you miss, we put a block up. But there's enough time, and the questions vary in difficulty, so you should be able to work your way around. 60 is up there. The clock will not begin counting down until you tell me where you want to go. Good luck, Ed. I hope you do it.
MVB.
8th President of the United States.
I think of Van Buren. Pass.
Take another.
FZ.
Produced the Follies.
Oh, I think of his last name. Pass.
Okay.
AR.
Began with the shot heard round the world.
American Revolution.
Right.
H.
Uses the slogan, where winners rent.
Pass. NOW.
That's D-O-W.
D-O-W.
Was once Edward the Eighth.
Pass.
Okay.
WJB.
He was known as the Great Commoner.
Pass. BC.
National Park in southern Utah.
Bryce Canyon.
Right.
SOM.
Passage from the Atlantic to the Pacific.
Straits of Magellan.
Right.
PH.
Awarded for wounds received in action.
Purple Heart.
Okay, time ran out on it. Okay, we'll give you a Purple Heart even though the buzzer did go because you had the answer. You know,
Oh, I got stuck.
it's strange how that happens. I know that, you know, under other circumstances, you'd have known most of those answers. You just got up here and you weren't quite ready for it, but all you have to do is win the next game and you get another shot. Let's go over the ones that were missed. WJB, he was known as the Great Commoner, William Jennings Bryan. FZ produced the Follies. You had one of the names, you need them both, Florence Ziegfeld. MVB, the 8th President of the United States. You had Van Buren. Martin Van Buren. DOW was once Edward VIII, Duke of Windsor. The Duke of Windsor uses the slogan, where winners rent. H, Hertz. Hertz.
Oh, I thought you said Winters.
No, where winners rent. Well, winners rent too, I guess it hurts.
Right.
They'll rent anything. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 right answers at $100 apiece. You now have yourself $1,000 $400. Congratulations, Ed.
Thank you, Bill.
You did all right. Next time you'll do better. We'll be back there in just a moment. Right now, we have a word for you.
Take down the mob. Take home the reward. I want the mob! 1 versus 100. Friday at 7, 6 Central on Game Show Network.
Thank you, Robert. We have a new team here to see if they can't unseat Ed, our new champion. They are the mother, Fern Williams, and her daughter, Ronnie Seaman. Welcome, both of you. Happy to have you. Hello, Fern. We have some darn good-looking mother and daughter teams on this show. Fern, tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you. You got a minute?
Well, I don't know. You
Okay.
tell me until they give me a signal back
All
there.
right. I'm from Berryville, Arkansas, which
Uh-huh.
is a small town in the northwest corner, right in the heart of the Ozarks.
Uh-huh.
And I live on a small farm just outside of town in a log house.
You too?
Yes.
In a real log house?
Yes, a real one. My husband and I have 9 children and 10 grandchildren.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Well, that's worth hearing. That's a... Your children, when they were going to school, they didn't do their homework writing in charcoal on the shovel, did they, like Abraham Lincoln?
Yes, and I came here to win some money to get electricity in that log house.
You don't have electricity in your log house? Sure, you got electricity in your log house.
Just
But
a
that's,
joke.
That's fun that way. You do have glass in the windows and things
Oh, yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Ronnie, is your mother telling me the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you whatever?
Occasionally,
Occasionally, yeah. You know her better than I do, Ronnie.
a little.
What do you want to tell me about you that I'll decide later whether or not I'll believe?
Oh, well, I'm a registered nurse, and I'm married to a wonderful guy, Richard, I better say that. And I have a little boy who's 1 named Morgan.
Uh-huh. Is your husband here with you?
No, he's not.
Where are you from? Are you also from Arkansas?
No, I live in Upland.
You're not in California here.
Right.
And Fern, you're out here just visiting, huh?
Yes, I'm out here visiting her, celebrating her son's first birthday.
Oh, very nice. Happy birthday to him. You met Ed, have you not?
Yes.
Yes, hi.
You won't know. Okay, we wish you all good luck, and we're going to start the game now. Ronnie and Fern, quick on the button. As I told Ed, it seems like just yesterday. As a matter of fact, it was. As soon as you think you know the answer, hit it and take your chances. Going to start with letter Y. Answer starts with Y, and here's the question. What Y revolutionized the lock industry with, yes, Ed?
Yale.
A cylinder lock patent. Yale is the answer. And you're off to a good start, Ed. Okay, Ed makes the first mark there, and where to, sir?
H, Bill.
Ed's going to try to go straight up the line, and of course, Fern and Ronnie are going to try to stop him. H. Answer starts with H. What H follows chicken, kitty, and yes, Fern, say it. Okay, repeat it for you, Ed. What H follows chicken, kitty, and J? Don't help anybody. Hawk. Chicken hawk, kitty hawk, and jayhawk. Okay, nothing happened there. No one was hurt or helped, but the important thing is you weren't hurt. Here comes another H question. What H was Honest Abe's only musical accompaniment at the Lincoln-Douglas debate, while his opponent brought along a whole brass Ed
Harmonica?
band? Harmonica is the answer. That's good. I didn't know that fact. My footnote says, Mr. Lincoln said, in his preliminary remarks, I imagine, Mr. Douglas needs a brass band, but a harmonica will do for me. So there you go. Ed, where are you going?
R, Bill.
Letter R, chosen by our solo player. Family pair going to try to get this one and take the selection away from him. R. What R is the name shared by Jane and Rosalind? Yes, Ronnie?
Russell.
Russell's the right answer, and the family pair's on the board.
On the board.
That's a good icebreaker, Ronnie. It's good to get that first one in. Where are you going?
Okay, I'll go to J.
Okay, letter J all the way over the other side. Good pick. Here comes a J question. What J is where melons are such a luxury that they are often presented as gifts in rice paper and, yes, Ed?
Japan.
Japan is the right answer, and sealed in a wooden box. So, Ed, they spread you out a little bit. Where are you going?
C, Bill.
Letter C. His path was made longer by one move, as you can see, and Ronnie and Fern see if he can block again. What C said? The woman who marries me is marrying into the family business and was once the world's most eligible bachelor. Ed.
Prince Charles?
Charles is right. Prince Charles is the right answer. That's a quote. Shortly before the wedding. Take a look at the board. This is game one we're working on here, and we'll be back to pick it up in a moment. But right now we're going to pause and see if we can't pick up a few things outside. Like so.
Getting money is my brand new occupation. Racks and stacks is what will stop inflation.
Novolog FlexPen today.
Well, this is as good a time, as good a place as any to end it, because we're just about out of time. So we'll pick it up again next time when we get back here. Ed Dennis, our solo player, who now has $1,400, and our mother-daughter team, Fern Williams and her daughter Ronnie Seaman, who have won nothing yet because they haven't completed a full game. We're working on game one. So you two will try to pick it up, okay? All right, go home and study, or do whatever you do. I don't know what you study for a show like this. I'm afraid to think. Anyway, we'll see you all again next time. Hope you'll join us. Goodbye from Blockbusters. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
In one corner, with a genius...